we don't need roads.
What up,
Cool.
Jake?
Jake Hamilton, good day, Chicago. Guys, good to see you both again. I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you so much.
Are you in Chicago too?
Yes, sir.
Dope, dope.
Yo, you just talked to Courtney.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Courtney, I love Courtney. Courtney's the best. Guys, I'm going to jump into this. Congratulations on this. Obviously, you guys had such different paths getting into the industry and finding success your own way. I'm genuinely curious, do you think you would have done well on a show like this? Do you think you may have actually taken it and run with it?
Man, I was asking myself that question, and I used to do a bunch of open mic contests, and to answer the question, absolutely. I've never been more sure of, yes, I would have killed it because I want it. The competition level and knowing that this is my shot and my chance to gather a fan base outside of what I'd already done on my own, yes, I would have killed it.
Yeah, me too. I would have lit every stage up.
Right.
I mean, I did. And the reason why I say that, because I remember getting into DJ battles or how to, sound clashes. And we're talking about, it could be a club or being in Kingston, Jamaica, fully loaded, right? You know what I'm saying? With massive people. Back in those days, that's how, it was almost, it's a risk, because when you get on the stage, you pray that you come out there on top, but it's a risk. But then you have some risk takers that end up not doing so well on stage that became the biggest artists in the world because they got booed, right? And if you think about some of those artists, from Apollo and all these great stories that we see from some of these biggest icons in the world. So I think it's important for both, to be successful, but also to go through the learning process so you can be motivated and inspired. It's different. People take motivation and inspiration in different ways, and I feel like all of it's good, to come hopefully up on top.
Well, that perfectly leads into my next question, because I feel like so much of these shows, oftentimes they can be about tough love. You're getting notes, and sometimes you're hearing things that are tough to hear that you don't want to, but you need to hear it to learn from it and to get better. I'm curious for each of you guys, what was the most important criticism you ever received in your career that actually genuinely really taught you something, and you can look back and you say, you know what? I'm glad I heard that because it made me better.
Man, I definitely got something like, I'm a Virgo, so I'm very methodic, and somebody told me not to be so calculated. Maybe when performing or when doing certain things, like let there be a breath of, you don't necessarily know what's gonna happen next. So it was a great piece of advice, because then you start balancing things out, and instead of things being kind of like, the audience expecting something, it can be a little more unexpected on certain areas. So to me, that was great, because like I said, it was about balance. Sometimes we all need that type of advice that can balance out what we're already really good at and don't do enough of.
I would say, I remember getting this advice, not to chase the success, let the success chase you. And success can mean different things in different ways. It could be, success as a big superstar, or success financially, or success, whatever. I always was told that in the beginning of my career, but even through the growth of my career, I remember that saying, and it goes back to me loving what I do. And the more I love it, the more work I want to put into it. So, when the success came, it was like, man, I just wanted to show my gratitude, right? And I just did that by working even harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. And again, because I love it, right? But some people want to chase the success, and it can mess you up. And if it doesn't, God bless. We don't want nobody to get messed up. But at the same time, I think if you love it and you just put in that work, everything that you ever wanted is going to come. It's a time, and it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it didn't happen overnight for me at all. You know what I'm saying? When people thought I remember having #1 records, and people thought I was, I had everything, you know what I'm saying? But that's what woke me up, is like, man, I love it because I didn't have everything, right? And I wanted to work even harder because I knew it was possible, because we're doing it, right? And if I wasn't doing it, I seen it. I seen it through Luda. I seen it through Jay-Z. I seen it through Lauryn Hill. I seen it through all the greats. You know what I'm saying? I can name 100 rappers, right? but I seen it. They showed me that it's possible. And I want to be that person to let people know, that the young world know it's possible. Look where I'm at. I'm sitting with Luda. I'm getting interviewed for a Netflix show, Rhythm and Flow. You know, we bless, we grateful. And I want the young world to see that. I'm like, yo, I could do that too. It's possible if you put in the work.
Hell, I feel blessed. I feel grateful because this is a hell of a conversation. I got 10,000 more questions, but guys, you guys are a wealth of knowledge. All the more reason why you're in the positions that you're in, and all the contestants on this show are lucky to have you. And I'm lucky to be able to speak with both of you guys. Luda, where's the next fast junket, man? Where are we going?
We supposed to shoot around I'd say third quarter of next year. So
all right, you know the next junket's going to be in space or something.
I know, man. It's the last one, so it's supposed to drop 2026. Yep.
All right, I'll see you on that one. I always do. Gentlemen, I truly appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you both.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.